revelation from Pope Francis and a departure from the Vatican's position.
Yeah, just today we learned the Pope called for civil unions for same-sex couples. Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Louis Tran joins us live in the studio with local reaction. Louis?
Yeah, the revelation comes from a documentary where the Pope said in part, quote, "Homosexuals have the right to be part of the family." A local Catholic who struggled growing up gay in the church tells me he sees this as positive progress. The reports center around what the Pope said in the feature film Francesco, a documentary that covers issues Pope Francis cares about: the environment, migration, poverty, and racial inequality. During a sit-down interview, the Pope reportedly says, quote, "What we have to have is a civil union law." He says that way, same-sex couples will be legally covered.
He's the first person to ever speak positively about same-sex civil unions in any way. So this is historic. This is a real change in tone and change in direction.
It's not the first time that he's mentioned civil unions.
I reached out to leaders with Dignity USA, an organization that advocates for LGBTQI Catholics. They say this is positive news, but they have questions.
And then what kind of protections is he calling for? Is he really calling for the kind of full legal protections that we enjoy as married people? Or is this really kind of a halfway point where he's not going as far as marriage equality, but just some basic protections?
I was kind of shocked just because I didn't think that we were going to be there for a few more years.
Bentley Burkhalter is a gay Catholic. He says growing up in the church wasn't always easy.
Our diocese has a long way to go. I stopped going to church because if there was something intrinsically wrong with who I am as a person, why go to Mass? Why participate?
Burkhalter says the Pope's latest comments give him hope that he and others like him can find a home again in the Catholic Church.
And with this, I'm just affirmed that the steps that I'm taking are the correct steps, and I don't have to feel ostracized in my parish.
We asked Bishop Kevin Rhodes for a reaction. He says, quote, "It is difficult to comment on the brief statement by Pope Francis." Now his statement goes on to say, "Certainly the Holy Father has been strong in his defense of marriage as a union of man and woman, as he has also been strong in affirming Catholic teaching that homosexual persons must be accepted with respect, compassion, and sensitivity."